Dear Prime Minister, my name is Nasrin Parvaz and I was in prison in Iran for 8 years. We are British Iranians and at this moment we are overcome with grief. For decades we have been hoping for the day when Iranian democracy can finally flourish. Many of us have not been able to visit Iran for years for fear of imprisonment or worse. Nobody can claim to want the end of the Islamic Republic more than we do. But attacking the country in this way will have the opposite effect. It will entrench the authoritarians and give life to the fiction that has sustained them internally for decades, that they are fighting Western imperialism. When Netanyahu, a man charged with international war crimes after killing countless civilians in Gaza, assassinates Iran dictator, that kills the man but immortalizes the myth. Iranians wanted him tried and punished for his crimes, not given the martyr ending he craved. When Netanyahu says to Iranians, do not sit with your arms crossed, but instead to rise up and finish the job, he reveals the racism that underpins his policy, as if 90 million people had been idly waiting several decades for his bombs. This is, of course, not just Netanyahu's war. Trump and the US are a significant part of it. But as US Secretary of State Marco Rubio admitted, the US followed Netanyahu into this war. Britain, however, doesn't have to follow Netanyahu down the path of bombing schools, hospitals, and sport grounds. Britain doesn't have to follow Netanyahu in smuggling weapons into the country and arming groups in the hope of sowing anarchy. A pro-democracy policy would protect political prisoners and ensure that Israel and the US do not bomb prisons like Evin. It is in those cells where the future democratic leaders of Iran reside. A pro-democracy policy would smuggle internet devices, not weapons, across the border and break the blackout that is blanketing the country. A pro-democracy policy would call out Israel's assassination policy even when it targets leaders we despise. There is so much that can be done in solidarity with Iranians, but joining in with Netanyahu's forever wars is not it.